Hi, everybody. It's Anneliese again, and I am here to tell you how my Outschool journey is going. Before we get started, I did want to show off my brand new hoodie from Her Interactive. They are super excited that I'm offering a class on Outschool on Nancy Drew Midnight in Salem. So you could come play the game with me if your age is 13 to 18 and learn some fun skills along the way. Anyway, this is their hoodie. I love mysteries. If you like Nancy Drew, you should definitely go check out their store. I will link the store in the bottom of the comments from this video. So how is Outschool going for me? I have been with the platform for 2 full months now. Today is the official 2 months on the platform, and things are going well. Definitely have had some ups and downs, but I wanted to continue to share my journey just so you guys can know how it's going. And if you want to follow in my footsteps or not make the same mistakes I've done, that you can choose to do that. So a couple of tips for growing your business on Outschool. You definitely have a lot of opportunities to engage with Facebook groups. Outschool has just launched a number of communities of practice Facebook groups. So if you are a STEM educator, they have a Facebook group for you. If you are an art educator, they have a Facebook group for you. If you are just a math educator, they have a Facebook group for you now. And I really encourage you to, if you are an Outschool educator or looking to be one, that you engage with those groups. It's great to meet people who are teaching what you're teaching and just to hear from other teachers and to get feedback from them on how your listings look, and even to engage with them on Facebook Lives, or even just to have a paint and sip, which I think was a great idea, over Facebook Live or a Zoom call, to just have some fun together and know that you're not alone in this, even though it can feel really isolating as an Outschool teacher. There are other teachers out there who you can engage with virtually. So definitely do that. I have started to do that and really enjoyed it. If you are just now starting and wondering what kind of classes to put on the platform, I 100% recommend doing as many one-time classes as you can. These one-time classes are a way for you to figure out what is going to be popular on this platform for you, for what you're wanting to teach. And once you figure out that there's a popular one-time class, then you can kind of take the other one-time classes down and start offering, okay, some ongoing classes that have to do with that one-time class, and then maybe offer a flex class that kind of builds on that one-time class. So you can go back and say, hey, to those same students who were in your one-time class that was popular, I now have an ongoing course that can continue to move your student through more of the same fun material that they enjoyed. Or if they can't make those times, I have a flex class now that can move those same kids through that material. And then once you get those 3 things done, you have a popular one-time class, and now you have an ongoing class that can take those same students that loved the one time and keep them moving through that same material in an ongoing course. And now you have a flex class as well. After you have those 3 things from that same topic. So for example, my popular one-time class is learning how to tell time. In that class, I do a lot of singing and skip counting songs. So I made the one-time class, and then I made an ongoing, let's practice telling time class. And I've made a flex class about telling time. I've done those 3 things. Once I've got those all established and some students in some of them, I went ahead and made a new one-time class that met some of the same needs of the telling time, but is completely different. So this is called just a skip counting class. So I took one element of the telling time, the skip counting part. Now I made a one-time class, and that class has gotten really popular. So now from that one-time class on skip counting, I've made an ongoing course that's got some enrollments. So I went ahead and made a flex class, and we'll see if I can get enrollments for that. So that gives you kind of a picture of how I've started to create what classes might be popular. Then the other tip I have for you guys is not to create all your material for a class ahead of enrollment. So for example, if you have a summer class you'd really like to teach, you propose it to Outschool, they say, yep, that looks great, go ahead and list it, you list it. And then before you get in enrollments, you start making all the presentations, the worksheets, you get it all ready to go, and then there's no enrollments. Definitely wait, if you can, to make the materials for a class until a week before and kind of see, Are there any enrollments? If you feel like there kind of will be, like you've gotten some positive feedback from students, like, hey, I did want to take this class, I just haven't had my kid enroll yet, for sure, go ahead and make the material. But don't spend a bunch of time making material for a class that may never get enrollments. So I've had a lot of classes get listed and no one ever enrolled. So I made sure not to create materials for them and didn't lose a lot of my time that way, which was great. Lastly, I did want to update you guys on Allschool. I did go ahead and apply and was accepted, and my background check came through, and I'm ready to list classes. I haven't decided if I'm actually going to do it yet. Allschool doesn't have a way for you to get paid through PayPal. You have to give them your bank information, which for me, I feel a little wary of doing until it sounds like they might move to PayPal. So I'm kind of waiting to see if they offer PayPal as a payment option for teachers. And if they do, I will probably list with them, because if you use Allschool, you'll get at least, well, I should say, if you do use Allschool, they won't take 30% of your pay, which is what Outschool does. Allschool will only take 15% if you use Zoom, and then they'll only take 10% of your earnings if you use ClassPod, which is their own way program for teaching online. So I'd like to start using them once they get PayPal. But if you guys are interested in doing Allschool, I did want you to know, if you've already been accepted through Outschool, it makes the process super easy. Instead of having to film a whole new video for Allschool, they had an option where, hey, if you're an Outschool teacher, just send us your profile. And I submitted my profile and they're like, yep, that looks great. So I didn't have to make a new video or even submit the same video I did for Outschool to Allschool. It was a very easy process. If you're looking for input or help on your Allschool or your Outschool application, I have referral links below and my personal email that you can write to me at. And I'd love to take a look at your application and help you through the process. It's one of the things I love doing, mentoring. And even if you just want some help with some of your class listings, feel free to email me and ask, hey, I'm not getting any enrollments. Do you have any tips for me? I'd love to help you out. So finally, I did want to give you my update on how my Outschool progress is going. Just my stats. I've taught 117 unique learners. So again, I've taught more than that because I've had repeat learners, but 117 unique learners in 2 months. I've taught for 47.5 hours. And as of today, I've earned $1,206. It doesn't count last week's payment. So I probably made a little more than that because I'll get last week's payment next week. But that's how it's going so far. So about $600 a month now, and really happy with how that's going. And so far, still 5-star reviews, and enjoying being in a flexible and enjoyable profession that allows me to stay home with my kids and just continue to have fun earning money. Hope you guys enjoyed this video.